Hello everybody, and welcome to the long-awaited return of my foreverworld, the Kingdoms Project. And in today's episode, we are here in the lovely kingdom, the Nordic kingdom, I'll have you know, of Afrifell. And it doesn't look like much, standing right here in the western gate. However, I have been working on the harbor as of late, and I took quite a long break from posting videos on the Kingdoms Project for many reasons. Mostly because I joined Faircraft, and it's kind of getting to a point where I do kind of need a break from it, and to do something else, to work on a solo project, something that I'm invested in, but I'm not on a timetable for. So let's begin. Now that we have a little more building and structure to this lovely harbor, I thought I'd talk about it a little bit. Let's go, I guess we're right here. We'll start with this warehouse. And some of the design choices that I made. So I wanted it to be kind of similar, not necessarily the same, but similar enough to the ones in London, which is this guy right here. Kind of having a drop-down area where this crane, this platform can descend. It can be loaded up with goods, barrels, chests, etc., larger items, and then be moved, be elevated, and then it all stored in there. And in looking at some images, I also looked at tons and tons of images of like fantasy warehouses, and this one kept coming up. Or one of similar design. And then quite a few of them also had like a balcony for things that don't necessarily need to be covered, but this is like an auxiliary sort of space where if they run out of room in here, they can start storing stuff out here. So we go up to the last floor and fall down again. Go up to the last floor, and yeah, this is more reserved for the higher priced items like gold blocks or ingots, you know, precious minerals, more valuable commodities, things of that nature, stored higher up. The more valuable it is, the higher it's stored, because it takes you longer to get through. And that way it kind of deters thieves on account of you have to go through like 4 floors in this case in order to get to the high value items. But down here, in here is going to be like a harbor master's office, or like a warehouse manager's office, where he dictates where various items and commodities are to be stored and all that kind of good stuff. And then down here is reserved mostly for like building materials, raw materials. Like there's ore that's sitting outside, for example. Also a wood, a lumber yard as well. And there's also one over there, which I haven't quite gotten to yet, but it will happen. And now let's have a look from the outside, further back. As you can see, these are quite tall, and a lot of Nordic architecture, at least the stuff that I looked at, was quite tall. Quite tall, very, very wide as well. And so it just makes sense to have these buildings at the forefront of the harbor to be quite tall. Now we move on to the jeweler and the smith. And so in here, I wanted it to look nicer. I did kind of use some modern sort of inspiration for this. In like, you know, the cases, the framed glass cases for the jewelry and pillows that it sits on. You know, like you would see in a real life jewelry store. Downstairs, they have like the more common items, easier to make or easy to acquire sort of items. And then upstairs, they have the more finer stuff. Like these big windows where things can be displayed, even though you can't really see it from the ground. But like massive amounts of sunlight pouring in through here, lots of artwork on the walls. And this is also, as I tend to do in quite a few of my buildings, this is also the home of the jewelers. And now over here to the smith's house. The smithy. I did have a name for this. I know it's in my YouTube short, I just need to find it. Anyway, yeah. About to sit and sharpen some stuff on the grindstone. I do have other sort of decorations that go in here, and I still need to get the forge in here as well. And also, this is the smith's home. Kind of a rough interior. This one's kind of interesting too. It's got weird levels to it. And so, I also have one more warehouse to build. So, let me build that, and I'll come back to you, and we will talk about it as well. If you have reached this point in the video, let me interrupt for a brief second by asking you to subscribe if you are enjoying, leave a like on the video. I think that's about it. Now back to the video.
Rust on the payphone, the flicker of an ATM. It's us against the world. Cracks in the mirror show who we became. Scars like secret signatures nobody can fake. They deal us disaster. We shuffle the deck, turn panic into battle plans, ink them on our necks. Hey, we're midnight against the world, back to back in the furnace. If the whole sky falls, let it burn us. I got you, you got me. That's the only way we win. We're losing, but we're not lost yet. It's us against the world. They say it's doomed, writ from the start. But fear looks different when shared apart. Hand on my shoulder, blackout and bloom. If this is the ending, we choose how it's doomed. We're midnight against the world, back to back in the furnace. If the whole sky falls, let it burn us. I got you, you got me. That's the only way we win. We're losing, but we're not lost. It's us against the world. Us against the world.
And just like that, we've got some beautiful, gorgeous, even trees. We got some lodge poles. That's what these gray dudes are right here. These tall, slender fellows. Some lodgepole pines. And our favorite Christmas tree looking dudes are, in fact, Douglas firs. And I didn't want to pack them in here too tight, because it's not that wide a space. Ooh, I found a problem with my shaders I need to fix. I kind of want to put one over here. Maybe a little tiny dude, just to kind of fill this area up a little bit. And also kind of fill that in a little bit, maybe. I'll live with it for a little while and see how I feel. See how I feel after a while. And kind of the same thing, like right along that way, goes right here. Except there's a road here, and I don't remember where the road goes. I'm gonna have to jump into my creative test world and figure out where I put the damn road. But yeah, well, I'm kind of impressed. I'm impressed with these. This is entirely why. This is. Can I speak English? Do I speak it? Only sometimes. This right here is entirely the reason why I started building my own tree catalog. Is for this exact purpose. And also kind of why I started with pine trees, really. Because, I mean, just look at them. Look at them sitting here. If you're coming up this way, coming up from the dock, like, you say for example, like you just got off a ship, you know, and you see these things looming through the alleyway here, through the roadway up between these two tall buildings right here. Ooh, it leads you in. It entices you. It's like saying, come here. I have more to show you. And you come up here and then you're like, oh. That's the kind of feeling I want coming through here. It's leading lines. And when you're looking at this image, like if I were to just take a generic photograph right here, there's a leading line that leads you right into the rest of the image. And it's up the staircase through these two campfires. It's up this staircase, and that just draws you in. And you're enticed. You're like, ooh, what's up here? I want to explore. I guess in hiking terms, it's like a viewing plateau. Like you're hiking through dense wooded forest, and then you come upon this grand view of like a valley below, or just like a lake with some high mountains. That's kind of the feel I'm going for here. And oh, is it nice. Like this area will kind of open up a little bit, not too much, but you know, there'll be some space here for like people or goods to be shuffled back and forth. Like this is a busy intersection right here. On account of you have these two warehouses that are transferring goods all over the city. There's cart traffic and horse traffic running through here. Like that's kind of the thoughts that I have about this particular area. Like, want it to be enclosed enough to where you feel enclosed, and then you come up here and you're like, oh, like, ooh, point of interest over here. Not necessarily the clouds, but eventually there'll be a point of interest there. Well, you'll come up here and you're like, ooh, this way, because over here is more interesting. Something that I, the player, can go into, or I, as just like a regular old pedestrian, can go to. And then you're met with over here, and then you're like, ooh, there's more down there. But I've already been that way, kind of. What's over here? Like, that's how I'm kind of planning this out, and that's kind of how it happened. To some degree, it happened organically, too. Oh my, yes. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, this is just perfect. This is exactly how I wanted this to look. This could not have come out any better. Get that close, enclosed feeling, you know? I feel like I should put at least one over here. Anyway, these are my Engelmann spruces. And they look so nice. And this is how they tend to grow in the wild, too. They grow in clusters or clumps or stands. I haven't gotten a look out over here yet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trees add so much to a build. I mean, just this alone. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Them trees been looking nice there on the dock side. Yeah, man. Oh, this looks so freaking cool. I can't believe it. Alright, enough with the eye candy. I gotta see what this looks like regularly. This is how I see the game mostly. I do wish that the dark oak leaves weren't biome dependent. I think that would help them stand out a little more. Be more green, you know, like they are in your inventory. But it still doesn't detract from them. Doesn't detract from them at all. And having the snow on the leaves, ooh, that just adds to the atmosphere. Very atmospheric. Ooh, I love it. Yes. Damn. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Having that one dead guy here. Pop out back here again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, having that one dead guy there. Just to kind of bush this up a little bit so it doesn't look so empty. But yeah. Yayos. Yayos indeed. That looks so freaking nice. Man, I'll tell you, I took a long break from my foreverworld here, from the Kingdoms project, as it's known. And coming back to it and just getting these buildings in and getting these trees in, I tell you, I got the itch now. I almost want to take a break from Fairumcraft, come over here for a while and hammer some stuff out. Just because of this little bit right here. And there's still kind of some bits and pieces. Like I need another little garden area here. There's like logs and campfires over here. Like a wood storage sort of thing over here. For these places. This is where they just built it. Ah, I love it. I love it so much. Now I just need to get the torches out of the way. Finish up a little bit of business over here, and this section of road right here is technically done. And this is how it's gonna look moving forward. Bits of snow everywhere. Not so much in front of doors, obviously. But like where it makes sense. Yeah. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as sun sets upon the Nordic city of Haferfell, it is, in fact, time we parted ways for now. This is the end of the episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please, if you are not subscribed, it would be very nice if you did so. Also, leave a like on this episode. Let me know you did, in fact, enjoy. And with the auroras coming out now, I will see you next time. Take care.